Hello everyone. For our last example, dealing with equations with radicals, we have cube root, meaning index 3, of 2x plus 4 equals negative 3. Now, the first step that we want to do is that we want to make sure that the radical, in this case we only have one, it's by itself in one of the sides. In this case, we already have it by itself. So our next step is going to be get rid of this index 3 right here. Now let me copy it again so you could see. So for this step, we're going to get rid of this index 3. As in the previous examples, in order to get rid of this index, we have to do some power, but to both sides. But what's going to be our power depends on the index. In this case, our index is 3, so we're going to do power 3 both sides, the whole left side and the whole right side. So now, notice that there's nothing outside here or inside here, right? The only thing inside is our root. So automatically this index with this power is gone. So we are left with everything inside of that root, which is 2x plus 4. Now let's work on here. We have a negative 3 and a power that is odd. So our final answer will be a negative, okay? And you will see why. This power 3 means that you're going to multiply this number by itself 3 times. So we're going to have negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. So let me bring this one down and let's multiply those numbers. So negative 3 times negative 3, that give us positive 9. And that result we're going to multiply by the extra negative 3 that we have. So we are left with 9 multiplied by negative 3. Remember, positive times negative give us a negative 27. Like in here, negative times negative give us positive 9. And then positive times negative, negative 27. Now, all we have to do is to solve for x. So that means that we're going to have to leave that term with x by itself. So our next step is to move this 4 to the other side in order to leave that term with x by itself. So notice that it's adding. So we always do the opposite when we're trying to move something from one side to the other side. This leaves us with this 4 and negative 4 cancels. So we have 2x equals, now in this case, be careful here. We have a negative and a negative. So we're going to add and keep the negative sign, okay? So we need to keep the negative sign. And 27 plus 4, that happens to be 31. Now our next step is to divide by the number in front of x because it's multiplying. It's next to it. So we have to do the opposite, which is division. So we divide by both sides by the number in front of x, which is 2. So these two cancels, or you could say 2 divided by 2 is 1x, or simply x, equals a negative 31 divided by 2. Let's leave it as a fraction. So our solution will be x equals negative 31 half.